How did I overcome my ejaculation addiction? I have given up porn for a while. However, it does not mean that I was not seeking to ejaculate often. There was a time when I was living in Thailand when I was really pursuing a woman at all costs, trying to be promiscuous, participating in hookup culture. Not only that, I would masturbate every now and then, even without porn. And I would go to massage parlor when I was living in Thailand. So even though I had given up porn, it does not mean that I was not trying to ejaculate. And understand, you know you have a problem with ejaculation when you cannot go a week without ejaculating. Or you can go a week without ejaculating, but you have strong cravings to do so. So I'm not going to tell you that I didn't have fun pursuing those women and having sex, but it is pretty empty. And there's a cost when it comes to ejaculating that often because you leave a lot of your sexual energy on the table. How I overcame that ejaculation addiction is really through meditating and being mindful and being aware of the time I'm wasting. Now, don't get me wrong. I've given up porn and I don't really pursue women at all costs to have sex. I'm still struggling with not staring at them and not objectifying them, but I get better and better every day. You have to understand when it comes to desexualizing your mind, the first step is obviously giving up porn, but it is a process after that. It is a lifestyle and you get better and better every day. You need to be compassionate with yourself and tolerant and understanding and be very patient with energy. Is not something you want to fuck with. It's something you want to cooperate and understand. I really understood how much I was hypersexualizing my mind without porn. And through meditation and meditation on compassion as well, I could let go of those urges. I could let go of the need of this compulsion because, as I said, there's nothing wrong per se with ejaculation done in the proper way. The problem is how you do it, when you do it, how often you do it, and why you do it. If you are doing it because it's a compulsion, because you're answering to your lust, if you do it because you objectify women and you use them as a way to fulfill your desires, if you use it as a way to cope with negative emotions, that is when it becomes a problem. And how often you do is up to you, but the older you get, the less you need to do. And if you don't have a compassion, you don't feel like you need to. And if you're a single man and you don't have a girlfriend, you can ejaculate every now and then because it is okay if you do it in a proper setting. You do it because you feel good and you want to release. And you don't do it necessarily out of overwhelming lust and out of objectification. It is okay. And even if you have a woman, it doesn't mean that you will never ejaculate when you with her. On the contrary, yes, do so, but do it less often as you grow older. But I digress again and I apologize. When it comes to me, I was just letting it go and understanding that if I'm doing this, why am I doing it? Nowadays, I would never do it if I'm feeling negative emotion. I would face my negative emotion. I will never do it too often because I know I need to preserve that beautiful sexual energy and I will not do it to cope with stress or any type of negative emotion. I will just face that emotion, deal with it. And when I do masturbate or when I'm with a woman, I don't do it out of compulsion. You don't want to be controlled by the need to ejaculate. David Data, the author of The Way of the Superior Man, explains that a man needs to be in control of his ejaculation, not the other way around. And that's what I did with mostly meditating. When you meditate and know how to let go, the David Hawkins way, you understand when that sexual urge comes up, you understand that you don't need to label it. You just see it as a sensation and you relax your body completely. You breathe in and you breathe out, and that sensation will just fade. And the more you do it, the stronger your letting go muscle will be, the stronger your prefrontal cortex will be, the more gray matter you will have in your brain, And the easier it will be for you to let go of those urges and those cravings. And they will come back. But the more often you let go, the stronger your letting go muscle will be, and the weaker those cravings will be, because they will come, but they will come with so much less intensity, and it will be so much easier for you to let go. And that's what I did. And it worked for me. So I'm not really bothered with those urges anymore, those sensations, because they don't come as often. And even if they come, I can just breathe in, breathe out, and they go. I don't even really need to think about them. That's how powerful your letting go muscle will be. And that's how you can properly desexualize your mind. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach, and I'm here to help those of you who truly want to give up porn, desexualize their mind, and other addictive compulsions and behavior. Links in the description box below, and I'm sure I can help.